5 feet.
Hi, Isaac. You know, still amazed, or a thought is noticed again and again of amazement that you don't put a frame, don't put a form for us to live in or to flow in, or to it's to my to this system's kind of thinking seems to be still really amazing. No form, just the essence. Yeah. Amazing. This is so rare.
Feet.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anna.
Sorry, yeah, I found it. Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Anna.
There's no question.
Yeah.
There's so much gratitude.
That's a big luck. Just love, loving love, yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, Anna.
Thank you.
Antje.
Hallo Isaac.
Hallo, Antje. Thank you. Mm. Good, Ante.
Morning. Good evening, Isaac. I'm always like this. When Fit was speaking, then the impulse came. It feels a little understanding happened when we were sitting last time. And then a little poem came to me. I will call it like this. And I would like to just to say it, yes.
Yeah,
So
nice.
it's the first time in my life I do this. So I do.
Far out. How lovely.
Oh, it's just no worry, no sorry, no wrong, no right, just the burning of sensations in the light. And the melting of freeze turns into peace.
Mm. Beautiful.
It's just, I could see, always this resistance everywhere or something. It's so simple actually, and the system is just making something out of it, and again and again I also wonder and stay in miracle what happens here when we come all together, I guess. Yeah, I'm very a little bit freaked, but I would love to sit a moment silently.
Oh, with pleasure.
Yeah. Sorry. Mhm. Thank you.
Amana. Evangelia.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi.
I would just like to rest with you a little bit.
Mm.
Thank you.
Mhm. Oh. And yeah. And yeah, sorry.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Anya.
I'm going through a lot. So, I mean, it's
What's
probably
on your,
lots of
what's on your,
old stuff.
what's on your, yeah, what's on your screen?
Yeah. Oh. Um, there's lots of old stuff coming up because I mean, the gift in it is that I'm being thrown back onto myself, really. Because this friend, just a few weeks ago, I was telling you that this 10-year-old relationship was going so freely now that we're just friends and everything's open and yeah, but I can still feel now this entanglement. It's totally strong, actually. I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
That I was still hanging and wanting to have a really beautiful time with him, where since quite a long time I'm actually totally by myself. He's not present, and I was just clinging. And this is something I really know.
Yeah, so just looking to see, like, you know, clinging was happening, and you can say you were doing it. It's more accurate to say that clinging was happening, and you weren't even aware of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somehow it was happening, but who was doing it then? You know, it's just like it takes it out of the thing that it was something that you were actually doing. It was just happening, you know. Yeah.
And I can feel the pain of it.
Oh, for sure.
Because it's this typical thing that I know that so much from the past. As soon as there's a subtle clinging, even though I don't notice or it's not, nobody's doing it, the actual thing that happens energetically is that the other one goes into this independent mode, you know, like he goes further away. And then I go further after it. And that's so painful. And it really brought up that it's been like that all my life. And it's not like I'm doing it and I'm just like wondering how can it always have this pull. It's really, now it's like kind of coming back, and it's a good thing. At the same time, it's always this changing between there's nobody doing it, and actually his freedom is starting. Then it's like he's free to just go wherever and disappear forever. And it feels so great. I'm so grateful, because then I melt into this actual there's nothing actually happening. But the next second it's like just this thing that then there's something, you know. It's like I drive past his house and I see that everything's shut down, and I know he's not there, and I don't know where he is. Then there's a freak out like I had it when I was a child. My dad always was like kind of not available.
Mm.
I didn't have a clue when he would come back.
Mm.
And I can really feel that, it's like I'm thrown back onto this, I need a backup from someone, which is my dad when I was small. And there is no backup. There's nobody. I'm just alone. And I have no idea when there will be a backup again. And I seem to be projecting that onto every man I'm with.
Yeah,
I want the backup.
so again, that projection happens, and it's happening from, we can say, like, your system never got the information of secure attachment, just like that.
Yeah.
So, it found a way to survive that automatically and consciously, but it's longing just for whatever residue there is, for that just to be gently met. So in this moment, right here, right now, our nervous systems, like are just here. There's no pretense, there's no entanglement or anything, or if so, it's small, it's not much. And we're just resting then. And then in that resting, like, it's especially when there's a sense of that we can just be how it could just be like it is, yeah? Then our systems start to be able to download each other. So to whatever extent this system has, it also knows what you're talking about. I doubt that there's anybody in the Sangha that doesn't know it. It's generic. It's like it plays in almost all of us. Either one side of it or the other side, and sometimes backwards and forwards between. So it's just like, so to whatever extent that has integrated in my system, your system can just download it. It's not like you have to. We just, yeah. Because normally there'll be an interpretation, with that is like, I'm not lovable or I'm not good enough. Otherwise, I would get. So it'll always go into some kind of interpretation. But ultimately, there's just a sensation where the system doesn't feel held. Yeah.
I can physically feel totally my neck and shoulders.
Yeah.
Like really this. Whoa.
Yeah. And yet in this meeting now, just sense if there is a holding. Just, like I could say, digest it or download that being held in this moment. Just don't have to do anything for it. You don't have to be any particular way. Your system is just here and it's being met. And nothing's trying to fix you, nothing's trying to change you, nothing's trying to get anything to be different. It's just meeting. Yeah, beautiful. And let that touch be there.
I feel so safe with you. Actually, you're the only person in my whole life since I met you. You're the only person that I feel really safe with.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. So, yeah. And then if your system learns to be safe, yeah, then it's starting to learn how to be on its own feet, you could say, like that. So it needs, Usually it needs another nervous system, and it's so beautiful that the system feels safe. Yeah, so it's not something we can
so
do.
happy
Yeah.
that I met you, really.
Mhm. And so whatever, whatever residue in that young organization that never felt, like someone had its back, in this moment now, just gently being met. Nothing, you don't have to do anything, don't have to be any special way. Just naked, vulnerable, present. Everything can be. We're not trying to fix anything, we're not trying to change anything. There is awareness here. Whatever the old information is, it's coming to the surface.
Right now, I can also feel that there's like this fear that was underneath is also coming. Like there is this feeling that I'm still not sure if I can actually survive being alone. So it's not the now feeling from my life, but it's very deep somehow.
Yeah, oh, I understand it. Yeah,
Because most stretches of my life I was alone, and I perfectly had the feeling that it's the safest place to be. Right now,
but you see, that it's funny because the sense of being alone or boundless.
Yeah, it's this boundlessness that frightens me.
In a way, yeah. So that's the thing. It's like, there's a way I mean, we can be around millions of, hundreds of people or thousands of people and feel very alone. And we can be by ourselves, can be in nature, can be anywhere where there's just something that just feels boundless, with no boundaries anywhere.
Yeah, that is the good feeling of being boundless. That feels good.
Yeah,
that feels good.
And so you could say there's old filters, and again, we don't know whether you inherited from your dad or from his dad or his mom, or we don't know, because a lot of that's old information just in our ancestry of not really feeling the right to be, or just
it's like this self-worthlessness somehow.
Yeah, exactly. And so that worthless would be like an interpretation of a sensation, yeah. We just not trying to change anything. We just, life is, the whole universe is appearing in us at this moment, including this.
Yeah, that is the safe place, the only safe place.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even in the question of safety, because it's just
there is it's beyond safety and
exactly.
fear and everything. I'm so glad that I also have this available most of the time. And it just flips, a little flip of
And that when it does flip, it's just an opportunity, basically. Being gentle. Okay, so now it's gone into some old circuitry, some old undigested information. It's okay, welcome. It's not personal.
Seems like this, if something flips, it really seems like I have to put the electricity on quickly because my
No
computer
problem.
will run out of electricity.
Okay.
Ah, better.
Yeah, good.
Okay. It's almost like I mean, I haven't experienced it so strongly since a long time that it becomes like something's triggered and it gets so much like really three-dimensional suddenly.
Mm.
I can't believe actually that I'm going to survive something, or it's really like I have to do something. I have to do something.
Yeah.
I haven't had this for a long time. And
You
then
know-
I was like back, then it flipped back, and then it was like this, oh my God, what a difference.
Mm.
My God, how different that's like it is. Suddenly to see that it's all happening for its best, to show something, and it's all like so loving. It's every the fact that he disappeared now totally
Mm.
out of nothing. I don't know what's happening. This is very strange. And it was like, wow, okay, he didn't do that. Nobody did. It's just happening. Something's coming up. And then it's like, wow, freedom. And suddenly it's like I go past this house and I see the doors shut. And then I was like, in this, that's not right. Can't be true. And, and then I was something inside of me realized that it needs to be so three-dimensional, apparently. It needs to get so real. It needs to feel so real so that something can actually be healed, I guess.
Because the nature, when there's old information that's underpinned by trauma, then it will feel existential. It'll feel like it'll touch in a way where our system goes into fight, flight, or freeze.
Yeah.
And it's not rational. It has nothing to do. If we look at it, it's like, wow, how come such intense feelings, such intense movements? But all that it means is we're touching some old, say, trauma information.
Yeah.
And again, it might not be from our lifetime even. It can be from generations back.
So it really seemed to me like it has to become completely like three-dimensionally real and be even acted out, like somehow there's like this being acted out, that writing a letter, being angry, it's not possible actually to remain in this peace at that moment. That's also okay. Or I don't know.
It's like, again, you're talking about the past.
Yeah.
And what we have is now.
No.
So here we are, and external circumstances haven't changed.
No.
And we just here now. So it's like, okay. And then just being here, just getting as subtle and as quiet as possible, and just sensing.
Like this, I can feel physical transformation or something like that.
Yeah.
This sizzling and dazzling, and that might be sometimes a bit scary too for me, because it feels like I'm losing control. But I know that it's a good sign. Something's just doing its thing.
Yeah. Just getting softer and quieter and just deeper into the sensations over here without, if possible, without interpretation. Okay. Don't even have to name them when you just this. Yeah. Going so slowly and just, sensing if it ever gets too much, just backing off, reaching out in your mind for a hand to hold, or just my foot on your foot or whatever, just that contact. But only when it seems like it's useful and, it's okay to be vulnerable and naked in this exploration. We exploring some deep old information. That's all.
Mm.
Can you describe what you're noticing at this moment?
I can tune into you and your system much better.
Fantastic.
Before there was more free somehow and home.
Yeah,
And
yeah, and understandably, yeah.
feels like you really physically even almost like I could just hug you as if you were there.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Anya. Vangelia.
Hello, I just want to ask something. Perhaps we can even explore it a little bit. But just keep it short. Like yesterday, like I had this really sort of spacey feeling, like more than spacey, like sort of feeling how there's so much curiosity, this potential is sort of expanding and creating, and I was into this potential happiness or joy and love. And when I came back to my body, I did not want to come back. And I noticed that actually I don't want to be on earth. I mean, this is one part of me, but this is so, I noticed it so strongly. So when I was looking at you, I was actually out there, let's say, and we were looking, and you were also out there, and we were looking at each other from here, and it was like, ooh, we know how it is, don't we? And I just, why I say it is that I would like to be more, you know, it's the same, it's not better or worse. So I know this, but I cannot really feel it yet. You know, to say, wow, it's what a chance to be in flesh and have all these experiences, and can't really say that. But there's a lot of humor now about it, I think. It's not so serious. It's just say the worst thing coming in was not so much going into the body, which is a little bit ill and all this. It's really recognizing this conditioning. This is this so pointless. It's so, there's nothing to do with that, but still you can't help it.
Do you have a sense of something softening in you?
You are softening me at the moment. It's like, come on, it's not that bad. Come on. It's what I notice is my system is in survival mode, like always thinking, oh God, something horrible is going to happen in a minute. This is, if I would have to put it in one word, in one sentence. And by looking at you now, for example, you're telling me we are both out there and saying, come on, look at you. It's not that bad. Just relax into your body. So it's very helpful.
I'm glad to hear.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, Vangelia.
But is there something, so one thing, is there something I can do, like doing to starting feeling really?
You know, I would just say it like this, there's an interest in you. And with like that interest, it's just moment by moment exploring. It's not trying to get anywhere. It's not trying to have it be any particular way. It's just like, you know, like if there's an interest to learn to ride a bike, you're on the bike and you're just playing, and at some moment your body just gets it, yeah. And you could never tell anybody else how it got it, even it just somehow knows it, and suddenly, you know. So there's just that interest at this moment, and so in that there's like
accepting that it's human to be like that, rather than there's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very helpful.
I'm glad to hear.
Thank you.
Welcome. Jacob.
It feels as a very young